History buffs often debate the greatest military minds, but who truly stood out during World War II? Today, we dive deep into the 5 greatest German generals. These strategists shaped battlefields, yet their tactical genius often came with a heavy cost. Join us as we count them down, starting at number 5. Kicking off our list at number 5 is Walter Model. Model stood as a fervent advocate for Nazi ideology. By 1938, Model had risen to Major General, taking charge of the 4th Army Corps. This unit participated in Poland's 1939 invasion. Following this, he became General of the 9th Army, deployed to the Eastern Front. His tactical skill was vital during the planning of the Battle of Kursk, a significant German counteroffensive against Soviet troops. Adolf Hitler started distrusting the older German generals, particularly those from aristocratic families. He instead turned to his reliable Model's middle-class background and steadfast commitment to the Nazi cause meant he gained increasing favor with Hitler. Consequently, he earned the nickname Hitler's Fireman. By 1944, Model's exceptional service led to his promotion to field. Soon after, he became Commander-in-Chief of the Western Front, following Field Marshal Günther von Kluge's removal from duty amid suspicions he was involved in the July plot targeting Adolf Hitler. Nevertheless, Model. During September 1944, Army Group B, positioned in the Netherlands, came under Model's direct command. From this post, Model successfully defended Arnhem from a British airborne assault. This prevented the Allies from securing an early entry into Germany. Model's final significant engagement was the Battle of the Bulge in late 1944. Trapped within Germany's rule, Model, who led the retreating Army Group B, had no choice but to command his 300,000-strong army to surrender their weapons. Desperate to evade capture, he ultimately took his own life. Our number 4, Field Marshal Günther von Kluge, ranked among Hitler's most skilled generals during World War II, serving with notable success on the Eastern Front. In 1939, he received command of the Wehrmacht's 4th Army, which he led successfully during the invasion of Poland, thus earning. Kluge also commanded the 4th Army during France's 1940 battle, before advancing into the Soviet Union for Operation Barbarossa. Following the Soviets' destructive December 1941 counteroffensive, Kluge replaced Field Marshal Fedor von. However, his command suddenly ceased in October 1943 after a severe car accident. After a long recovery period, Kluge was chosen to lead German forces in the western occupied areas of France by July 1944, succeeding his predecessor, Field Marshal Gerd von Rundstedt, who was dismissed for his defeat. Despite Kluge's forces trying to halt the Allied advance, they failed to stop the onslaught. Under the relentless Allied pressure during the Normandy invasion, Kluge realized Germany could. Kluge wasn't directly part of the July 20th plot against Hitler, but its failure still deeply impacted him. On August 19, 1944, after being called to Berlin for a meeting with Adolf Hitler, coming in at number 3 is Erwin Rommel. Erwin Rommel, a truly brilliant German military leader, was awarded the esteemed Pour le Mérite Medal for his outstanding feats in World War I. Early in World War II, this gave him direct access to the Führer, fostering a close bond between them. By early 1940, Rommel took command of the 7th Panzer Division, leading triumphant campaigns against Allied forces during the 1940s. In February 1941, Rommel was designated commander of German troops sent to North Africa, assisting the struggling Italian army in Libya. This period ushered in some of his most remarkable military success. His distinctive leadership earned him the moniker Der Wüstenfuchs, or Desert Fox. Highly impressed by his accomplishments, Hitler promoted him to Field Marshal. Rommel's victories, however, proved brief. By late 1942, his forces suffered a critical defeat in the Second Battle of El Alamein, compelling a withdrawal. Rommel was ultimately recalled to Germany by Hitler's order in March 1943, signaling the end for the Desert Fox. Since maneuver warfare was his forte, Rommel was tasked with fortifying and safeguarding France's English Channel coast from an anticipated. With remarkable resourcefulness, Rommel started constructing various coastal defense systems which featured clever innovations like anti-tank barriers. His North African experience convinced him that effective beach defense meant stopping enemy forces from establishing any bridgehead. To accomplish of reserves right behind coastal defenses for instant counterattacks. On July 17, 1944, British fighter bombers attacked Rommel's car during the Normandy invasion, causing his vehicle to careen off the road and flip several times. This severe incident caused serious head trauma, and he was hospitalized. Tragically, Rommel's name surfaced in the July 20th. Hitler. Unlike the quick executions faced by many other conspirators, Hitler opted for a more private method with Rommel given his respected reputation. Rommel faced a grim choice: commit suicide or endure a trial leading to his dishonor and execution. On October 14, Rommel ended his life with a cyanide pill, himself for his family's welfare and his own reputation. He received a full state funeral, where it was announced that he died from wounds suffered during the bombardment of his car. Our second general is Heinz Guderian, a highly influential German military theorist and a principal proponent of the Blitzkrieg strategy. His vision, demanding swift, mobilized forces to overpower enemies with shock and speed, transformed modern warfare and significantly shaped armored force development. Following World War I's end, Guderian remained in the German army, cultivating a strong. Guderian authored his renowned and impactful book Achtung Panzer, where he advocated for strategic mechanized warfare principles. Guderian was fortunate to secure Adolf Hitler as. By autumn 1938, Guderian became commander of Germany's mobile forces and rapidly tested his theories during the Polish campaign. His tactical prowess succeeded, resulting in a swift German victory. By May 1940, Guderian led a bolder offensive, advancing through France and forcing the French. During the Russian campaign, Guderian brought his troops to Moscow's outskirts by October 1941, before a forced retreat. On December 25, Guderian was dismissed for defying Hitler's order to hold ground, and also due to a disagreement with Kluge, who had recently assumed command of army. By March 1943, Guderian returned as Inspector General of Armor for the German Armed Forces. From this role, he held extensive authority to prioritize armored vehicle production and. On July 20, 1944, a conspiracy group boldly tried to assassinate Adolf Hitler. Following this event, Guderian became acting chief of staff for the Wehrmacht. However, on March 28, 1945, he was relieved from duty after a failed offensive against Soviet forces near Kostrzyn, Poland. After World War II concluded, he was taken into US custody despite his significant. He managed to avoid being labeled a war criminal during the Nuremberg trials. This was attributed to a shortage of documented proof against him. In 1948, Guderian. Field Marshal Erich von Manstein stood out as a leading figure among German military commanders throughout World War II. He earned recognition for his sharp strategic mind and strong leadership, additionally for standing among the most effective German generals who served in the conflict. He expertly led. Von Manstein acted as General Gerd von Rundstedt's chief of staff while Poland was being invaded in 1939. It was at that time he devised the bold strategy to assault France with a focused armored advance through the Ardennes forest. High command, but it eventually reached Adolf Hitler's notice. Upon review, the Führer instantly recognized its promise and offered his complete backing. By June 1940, Erich von Manstein earned a promotion to general. Subsequently, he received orders to command the 56th Panzer Corps for the 1941 invasion of the Soviet Union. With his leadership, the Corps almost managed to seize Leningrad. By September 1940, during a single engagement, the 11th Army managed to secure 430,000 Soviet prisoners of war. Manstein's troops furthermore held off a fierce Soviet counteroffensive during that winter and proceeded to command his army. Owing to his leadership throughout this time, von Manstein was awarded the rank of Field Marshal. Von Manstein nearly secured a significant triumph by attempting to relieve the 6th Army, which had found itself in He successfully recaptured Kharkov through an effective German counterattack during February 1943, marking it as one of Germany's most remarkable victories throughout the conflict. Following his army's fall, after the conflict ended, British forces apprehended him and tried him for war crimes. Although he was ultimately cleared of the gravest accusations, his health declined significantly. He subsequently offered counsel to the nascent West German government regarding the establishment of a new military force, the Bundeswehr. We trust you found our video engaging. Kindly share your insights in the comments section below, and remember to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe.